How do you get inspired? Like why and why weren't you inspired during this thing?
So to me, that the inspiration question is a complicated one because like there's a famous quote, but I don't know who said, maybe it was Chuck Close, who said like, great artists don't wait to get inspired, they just get to work. And there's some truth to that, which is
That's my
if I'm working on something, my real sense of it's more about flow than bang inspiration. It's like, so I know how to get the boulder moving down the hill. And once it gets momentum,
So what does that look like? What's that first part? How do you get started?
well, okay, so like I said, after I finish a show, there's a period of sort of inactivity because I'm burnt out, I'm a little fried, I need a break. But if I take too long off, more than like 2 weeks, if it's like a month, I go back in the studio and I'm like, I don't remember how I made anything. I don't even remember what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking about. So then I'll pretend to like work for like a couple of days. I'll usually like clean and I'll just be in the studio hanging out until I actually start to move on some little thing. It could be anything. And once I get started, it's a stream of consciousness. It's like one thing creates more ideas, and then ideas that I had can come back. Some of them drift off and I mean, I write them all down, but not every idea stays. The ones that keep recurring, that are like lingering in my mind, I know those probably have some interest to them. And then it just gets rolling. And once it gets, and then also like, if there's a deadline, like somebody's like, I need this by this time, you don't have a choice. And actually the deadline.
I love a deadline.
Yeah, right. Well, it's a hard thing. Show, if you don't deliver it, there's no show. Everybody's going to be like, pissed.
Right.
But on top of that, as you get closer to the deadline, you start to get more and more efficient in the way you're working, because ideas that were like heavy, holding you down, they become like ballast. You just toss them over the side of the balloon to keep it going up, because you can't, this thing, you're going to not have enough time to do this elaborate, complicated, that might also be, quite frankly, lame. The more cool, efficient, like brilliant idea is seeing past all that stuff. And it's like I said, it's really a state of mind. It's almost like a kind of manic state might be the wrong word, but it's like, it's a state of flow.